Hey everybody, welcome back to 2 Acres Evolving. Today I'm going to be doing a couple of different things. The first thing that I'm going to be doing is starting some seeds. I have 5 different flower seeds and then 3 different vegetable seeds that I'm going to be using, and I'm going to be putting them in this seed starting tray. And while I was out getting this stuff, I found this mint grow kit from Lowe's, and so I thought I liked the container of it. It's this metal container, so I thought it looked cool, so I decided to get it, and I'll put it together in this video. And then once I get this done, my brother's actually on his way over here right now, and once he gets here, we're gonna go out and put the arbor together for my planter wall out in my front yard. Now that part's gonna be a little bit different because my brother's trying to get more comfortable with the camera, so there's not gonna be any speaking parts in that one. So basically I'm just gonna be setting the camera up and we're gonna put it together. But while I'm waiting on him to get here, let me go ahead and get you a little bit closer and show you what seeds I'm gonna be starting today. Alright, so these are the flower seeds that I'm going to be starting, and if you hear a buzzing noise, the light above me is buzzing for some reason. I'm out here in my plant room, so if you can hear that, I apologize. But I have 3 different zinnias, a hollyhock, and a foxglove. The names on these are, the first zinnia is a giant double with mixed colors. This one's a giant double called Scarlet Flame. And then the third one is called Envy. And then the hollyhock I have is called Summer Carnival with mixed colors. And the foxglove is just a mixed colored foxglove. And then the vegetables that I'm going to be using, I have a cucumber called Tasty Green, a cabbage called Early Golden Acre, and a broccoli called Destiny Hybrid. Now I checked the back of all these packages, and all 8 of these show that I can start these indoors 6 to 8 weeks before the last frost. So I may be a little bit early, but I'm not too worried about it because I do have grow lights out here. So if I need to have them out here in my plant building a little bit longer, that should be totally fine. And then I have a seed starting mix. And then here is the mint grow kit that I'm going to be doing as well. Alright, so if the lighting looks a little bit different, it's because that buzzing was driving me crazy, so I changed the light out real quick. But the first thing that I obviously have to do is fill these up with the seed starting mix. So I'm going to fill this entire thing up. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do 1 row of each of the zinnias, since I have 3 of these already. And then I'm going to do 2 rows of the foxgloves and the hollyhocks, and 2 rows of each of the vegetables. So I'm going to go ahead and get these cells filled up. And also I'll be sure to link all of these that I'm using, including the mint grow kit. I'll be sure to link these down below in case you want to check any of these out. I forgot there was a clear dome in here. Probably should have taken this out before I started putting the seed starting mix in. So make sure you do that. Unless you want to make a huge mess. So basically the seed starting mix, it has the tray with the individual cells, and then it has this bottom container that you can put in, that you can fill up with water, and it will help the seed starting mix pull the water up from the bottom, so you don't have to go through and water the top of them and disturb the seeds. So for right now, I'm just going to put this back in here, and then whenever I'm ready to water, I'm going to lightly mist the top of it, but I'm going to put water down in the bottom as well so that it has plenty to soak up from the bottom. Alright, so I have the seed starting mix in now, and if you all decide that you want to start seeds, it's very important that you get a seed starting mix because seeds need something very light to grow in and so that they will do their best. So this stuff is very, very light. If you use just regular potting mix, you may not have as high a success as if you were to use a seed starting mix. So that's why I decided to go ahead and use this. So I'm going to plant the flower seeds first. I'm going to go ahead and start with the zinnias since I'm just going to be doing 1 row of each. And what I'm going to be using is I'm going to be using these plant tags, and I'll just stick them down in there. Now, I had some skinnier ones that I wanted to use, but I can't find them. So I'm going to be using these. I'll just have to alternate them so that they fit. I'll just alternate them back and forth like that, and that won't be a big deal at all. But the first thing that I need to do is go in and put the seeds in. Now I'm going to be putting 2 to 3 seeds in each cell. That will help me get more of the cells to grow. If you just put 1, then you're risking the chance of that cell not growing in. So if I put 2 to 3, that increases the chance of getting a plant in each individual cell. And then if I have to, I'll just go in and thin them out once they get big enough. So I'm just going to basically, you can use anything to put a hole down in the middle. And then you just drop the seeds in and cover them up. So I'm going to go ahead and start with the Zinnia, the Giant Double Mixed Colors. And this is, I don't know if you can see that very well on the camera, but this is what the seeds look like. So I'm just going to drop 2 or 3 in each individual cell. And also these need to be planted about 1/4 of an inch down. Just like that. Down, 7 to go. Alright, so I ended up only doing 1 row of the foxgloves because I wanted to do 2 rows of each of the vegetables. Now the reason why I've decided to put all of these in one tray is because the germination time frame is pretty similar to most of them. All of them except one are around 10 to 15 days. The broccoli could come up a little bit earlier, but I'm not too worried about it. It's about 4 to 10 days, but I'm not too worried about it. The one thing that I may be a little bit worried about is the hollyhocks. Those have a germination period of about 10 to 21 days. So these may come up a lot later than the rest of them, so that may cause a little bit of an issue, but I just wanted to test it out and see how it does. So I'll definitely keep you updated on those. So I've got all those planted in, and now I'm going to start on the vegetable plants. So I'm going to do the cucumbers first. They're going to go in 2 rows, broccoli will go in 2, and the cabbage will go in 2 as well. Now I have a limited number of the cucumber seeds, so I'm just going to put 1 per cell. Alright, so now I need to water them in. You don't want to water them too much or too hard. So I'm just going to put it on mist and lightly mist the top of it, and then I'm going to fill up the bottom reservoir so that the bottom can soak up water as well. Just like that. Alright, now you don't want to fill the bottom completely up. Actually, you just want to make the bottom of it covered. You can see how it has the grooves, so I'm just going to fill the water up to the top of those grooves. About like that. All right, so now I got the cells put back in the tray, and now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cover it with this clear dome. Hopefully, and those don't fit. Hold on. Okay. Gotta push these down a little bit further. So basically what this clear dome does is it traps in the moisture to keep the cells from drying out. So I'll keep this on here until I see that the seeds have germinated and start sprouting up maybe a couple of inches, and then I'll take this off. Another thing that I'm going to be doing is, I don't have any right now, but I'm going to go and get a heat mat to put underneath this. That'll help the seeds germinate a little bit faster. So it looks like I'm going to have another trip to Lowe's tonight, which I don't mind. So I'm going to set these to the side for now. And I'm going to work on my mint grow kit. Alright, so this comes with the seed mix in a bag. And then, if I can get it out of here. And then it comes with the mint seeds. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to fill this up, and then I'm going to sprinkle the seeds over the top and then lightly push them in. But you don't want to bury these. You just want to lightly press them into the soil, and then I'll lightly, just like I did the top of this one, I'll lightly water it in. And then I will keep it moist, but I don't want to get it real wet. Now these do need a sunny location. Obviously I can't set them outside because it's still winter, so I am going to just set them under a grow light and see how they do. Now I've never grown mint from seed before. These seeds look very, very small, so this ought to be interesting. These seeds are very small. Oh my gosh. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get these close enough to the camera for you to see. Can you all see in there and see how tiny those seeds are? Okay, got them all. So it says not to bury them, just to lightly tap them onto the soil. So I don't even see the seeds, so I'm just going to tap all over the top. Well, I'll be very excited to see how this turns out. Alright, so I have everything planted now. I'm just going to put them under a grow light and see how they do. I will keep you all updated on the process of the seeds and the mint kit that I just did. I'm excited to see. It wasn't too expensive, so I thought I'd get it and try it out and see how it does. Again, if you all would like to check any of this out, I'll put a link down in the description below to all of this. I think my brother is almost here, so I'm going to run out front and wait on him, and then we can get the arbor built. All right, so we got the arbor built, and it actually wasn't as bad as I thought it was gonna be. It was pretty easy to put up. My brother's wanting to be part of some of my videos every once in a while, which I think is awesome. He just needs to get a little bit more comfortable around the camera. So I told him to come on out and help me with the arbor, and we'll film and see how it goes. I told him that I wouldn't worry about doing any speaking parts since he's really never been on camera before. So if you all could leave some comments down below and give him some encouragement, that would be awesome. But anyway, thank you all so much for watching this video, and we'll see you in the next one.